Hey guys and girls, a little tip today on getting your confidence back. I had a player who has been playing pretty decently recently, but he called me up and said, I've just had an absolute disaster of a round, couldn't hit any shots, really struggling, really took a big knock to his confidence after playing some pretty solid golf of late. And was really quite affected by how poorly he played. Now, one thing it's important to accept that no matter who you are, you're going to have a couple of rounds at least a year where you just play terrible. You shoot a real high score. It happens to everybody. You know, you look at the guys on the PGA Tour. Even these guys are probably going to shoot in the 80s at least once a year, which is a huge score for how good these guys are. One, I think it's really important to accept that every now and then you're going to play horrendous because it's just that difficult a game. You know, if you do this once in a blue moon, then that's normal. But if it really does affect you, I want you to try this little practice session. I want you to go to the driving range, and I want you to either have maybe some talcum powder or some strike tapes that you can get. I don't know if you've ever seen the tapes that you can stick to your club face. In fact, duct tape works really well for this as well because it shows up the location of where you hit the golf ball. If you get a basket of balls and get your favourite club, might be a 7-iron or whatever, tee every single ball, maybe about this high, and just don't think about doing anything apart from making some smooth swings, trying to hit right in the centre of the club face. And if you're hitting an iron, it's going to be right at the bottom of the middle of the club face. So you have the strike starting between maybe the first and second groove. When you've got this small tee in the ground, a good indication is that, I mean, if the tee's this high, try and clip the tee out of the ground, but try not to hit the ground. And just get the feel for the middle of the club face again. Get the feeling of what it feels like to make good contact and see the ball in the air. It doesn't matter if it's maybe a little bit offline. We're talking, this is a fix really for when you completely lose it and you're hitting all sorts of shots like fats, thins, tops, shanks, whatever it may be. And just think about just trying to make that little mark in the middle of the club face. Now, if you find that you've got a trend towards the heel or towards the toe, don't think about, oh, what am I doing wrong to cause that? Just simply try to move the strike over. So if you hit a little on the heel, try and hit the next one a bit more on the toe and just make that little adjustment. Try and click the tee out of the ground every time so that you're not hitting the ground, just the tee's coming out. You'll re-establish good contact, you'll re-establish good rhythm, and from there you'll tend to be in a better mental state that you can kind of figure it out from there. So it's really just a bit of a confidence building practice session. It's quite an easy practice session, and it's really just the foundation of which you can start the process of building your game on again. So if you find that you have a round and it completely destroys your confidence and you've really not hit very many good shots, go to the range, hit a handful of balls, only half a bucket or something, just practice in that, see if you can get the strike more in the middle of the club face, smooth rhythm, good balance, and figure it out from there. Give it a try.